Yo, what's up everybody? It's the Legend of W here, and I'm back in Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain in episode 30, Skullface. Now, we're in this cutscene where we're headed right into the secret base all the way up north in Afghanistan. So, I believe they're gonna talk right now, any day. There you go.
Was talking about is north of the Soviet base. That's where Skullface is keeping Sahelanthropus before setting it loose in Afghanistan. There's a good chance he's got nukes too. Boss, we need to figure out what Skullface is up to. If you make contact with him, get him to talk. The ethnic cleansing parasites, Sahelanthropus. Find out what his plans are.
Such a nice scene, right? This was like one of my favorite scenes because of how cool it looks to ride on the helicopter.
Skullface's plans are on the verge of fruition. We need to stop him while we still can.
Alright, so pretty much right here, this is where the mission starts. And I get dropped off a little bit at a distance away from the base because there is a lot of security. So, yeah, I just go on into my truck and you can see all the way from the front. Nice view.
His idea of an escape attempt, who can say? We'll think of how to deal with him later. Snake, do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use to you, not him. Let me work to pay for what I've done. I'll prove it, that I've always been your ally. Boss, I'll be focused on coordinating backup here at Mother Base. The chain of command is still in place. If you have orders, give them through Miller as usual. Skullface is in OKB-0. Start by making contact with him. The facility itself is under the control of XOF. XOF has occupied the facility. Skullface must be
Analysis complete.
So the whole mission is to get revenge from Skullface. I mean, that's been the whole purpose of this entire game to begin with. So I started sneaking around, mostly took myself to the left side of this fortress, and there was some crevices, and managed to get up here all the way at the top, and I got a really nice view of where the enemies are located. And of course, I used a less lethal sniper rifle to help me out. But unfortunately, I did get caught in the process while I was moving because I was a bit careless at times. So I did get an alarm for that. And I had no choice but to just, keep moving. I was just like, you know what, I'm not really going to restart. So I'm just going to go in and just attack as best as I could. Right here, this was a little bit strange. I caught him, but I still got like another reflex mode. But I managed to catch him and the rest of the guys in the first, I would say the first section. Then climbing up over here, it leads me to the second section of this fortress. And there's a helicopter around, which is really dangerous. Okay.
Something's wrong.
Look.
But it has to be here.
What's wrong? Yeah. Anyways, so I'm in the second section, or in the second gate, like as Kaz mentioned it, and it's really tight in security. So there's a helicopter on top, but I felt really fortunate that a sandstorm came through because it helped me a little bit to pass through the majority of the soldiers and hide in this spot over here where I go upstairs and catch a couple of guards off guard. But anyway, it led me to the final gate, and it's less there's less security, and I just basically crawled my way towards the sniper all the way next to the gate over here and choked them. And I took a look at everybody else to see where they're moving to, and I mean, they're pretty much not really looking at me. I had to be a little bit careful though. I did kind of made a mistake to extract this soldier. I mean, this guy was looking at me, but I gave him a nice little headshot, so he got knocked down. Went down and, you know, just tried to take a look to see if there were any other soldiers nearby. But there weren't really any, so I said I'm just gonna go ahead and extract this soldier and the walker gear next to him. And then I believe, yeah, I picked up this crate, of course, and then just proceeded to go indoors and, you know, see what I can do inside here. So I took a little bit of look. I was like, okay, there's an elevator. Maybe I'm supposed to go underground. I wasn't really sure, but the more that I explored, I saw, you know, the stairs, and I was like, okay, I guess I just gotta go up. There's no other way. There's no other secret entrance. So I just ran up, and we get into a little convo.
Can you see the heliport? Skullface is right there. Make contact with him and make him talk. We have to stop him before his plan is set in motion.
So I double checked to see if there were any soldiers around, and there weren't, so I assumed that I had to run.
Somewhere inside there. First of all, make contact with Skullface. Don't kill him yet.
I kind of interrupted the the conversation into the cutscene. So right here, you know, Venom Snake just you know, walks up slowly but surely, and then he discovers Skullface, and then we get into you know, kind of a long cutscene, which you'll see in just a moment. So just stay tuned for more. And oh, it's Mantis. Don't worry though, he won't hurt you.
You have known loss, and that loss torments you still.
Right into the classic scene from the trailer. A little bit different though.
You hope hatred might someday replace the pain, but it never goes away.
I really thought I was going to
It makes
faint.
a man hideous, inside and out. Wouldn't you agree? We both are demons. Our humanity won't return. You, me, we've no place to run, nowhere to hide. And that is why I'll show you my demon.
Very interesting quote from Skullface.
Follow me, big boss.
So at this point it was really strange. Yeah, I had to follow Skullface throughout this whole sequence. You'll see it right now.
Just go along with him for now. We're ready to fight if it comes to that. That's our leverage against him, our deterrent. He doesn't want a war on his hands.
So I just basically followed Skullface around, and I'm gonna make a few cuts because sometimes he talks and it gets a little quiet.
Solution derived by Cypher. My will is different. I've known you since your time at Langley. I've long been the other side of your coin. 1964, Soviet territory. Fox's first mission. Any mess you made, I was there to clean up. You completed your task, and admirably. The information you returned was far more than enough to fill our pockets. With it, our futures became, more or less, set in stone. And then the Major came to me with an idea. Washington doesn't know how to spend money, he said. I'd like to redirect it. His goal was an organization dedicated solely, covertly, to supporting America. Cypher. You know the rest. To
Zero.
him, it was mourning the loss of his friend. Or rather, an act of revenge on the world. But America most of all. America is a country, a meeting of immigrants. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside others. Their roots are varied, diverse. America's never been made up of just one group. But he tried to forge a single consciousness for it and from it. The idea that every citizen would use free will to unite behind their country. Unilateralism like that can't be entrusted to any one individual. So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
So, getting closer to the Jeep, things get just a bit strangely, awkwardly silent. So, I'm not sure if this was a design choice or a rush choice, due to the game being, slightly incomplete in certain aspects. So, I'll just assume that it is. Here we go.
To unite America and the entire world. The Major thought this was his friend's will, but I think he never understood what she wanted. Before he ever walked or cried, even before he was born, his mother tongue was English. He doesn't know the pain of losing his own language. Not yet. He cannot understand her will. I do. I was born in a small village.
Very awkwardly close to my
I was
face.
still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers. Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. Words are peculiar. With each change, I changed too. My thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. War changed me, and not only my visage. Words can kill. I was invaded by words, burrowing and breeding inside me. A philosopher once said, "It is no nation we inhabit, but a language." Make no mistake. Our native tongue is our true fatherland. My fatherland, my truth was stolen from me. And so was my past. All that's left is the future. And mine is revenge. On those who bleach off the words of their fellow man. This is what I learned from the Major. And then it hit me. It was he who should feel my wrath. He and the code he chose as basis for control. Language codes, information codes, beamed all around us, genetic codes spanning history. By controlling the codes, Cypher Zero intends to unify the world. Codes implanted into our heads, sucking our minds dry as it spreads from one host to the next. A parasite upon this earth, that
Burn
is
bodies.
what Zero is. As one born into this world, he's afflicted. I hold him responsible for killing my freedom. Killing all traces of my past. Killing any promise of a future. We are all but dead men forced to walk upon this earth. A world reduced to zero. Cypher plans to use its codes to control the world. They think they can. And the mother tongue of all those codes is ink. The word became flesh. The final parasite. It knows English. An English strain of the vocal parasite. I will exterminate the English language. With this, I'll rid the world of infestation. All men will breathe free again, reclaim their past, present, and future. This is no ethnic cleanser. It is a liberator. Free the world from Zero. Let the world be. Sans lingua franca, the world will be torn asunder. And then it shall be free. People will suffer, of course. A phantom pain. The world will need a new common tongue. A language of nukes. My metal ears shall be the thread by which all countries are bound together in equality. No words will be needed. Every man will be forced to recognize his neighbor. People will swallow their pain. They will link lost hands. And the world will become one. This war is peace. When the world witnesses Sahelanthropus, the hands of the doomsday clock will roll on, regardless of zero. Sahelanthropus will take the first giant step into a brave new world. It is the bell with which a world trodden upon by words declares its independence.
And then from here on, we go into yet another cutscene going inside to see Sahelanthropus.
We are here.
So once again, this kind of answered how Big Boss was with Skullface to begin with. So it all makes sense now.
Remember the Alamo.
I cracked up over here when he actually got pushed. I was like, for real?
This is Queequeg on station to provide cover. Get us a line of fire. Roger that.
We're not the only demons in this world. Like you, vengeance is all he has. It's man's thirst for revenge that drives the times. Just as you live because of me, he lives because of you. Show him!
So here we go with Mantis and of course the Man on Fire. If some of you guys don't know from Metal Gear Solid 3, that is actually Volgin. Sorry for the spoilers. This was a pretty intense scene because I wasn't sure if there was going to be another boss fight where I actually fight the Man on Fire. But that wasn't exactly the case. So he's just walking towards me, and I'm thinking, okay, something's gonna happen. Maybe I'm gonna fight him. And I'm like waiting, like okay. And I'm like, wait a minute, something's wrong. And he just stands there, just looking at me. Keeps walking, and then right there he stands. I'm like, whoa, he stopped. I was like, why? Then I realized something was strange with Mantis over here, and he just decided to do something different that I didn't expect. Right, it looked like Skullface was like, huh? What's going on? I was wondering the same thing too.
Wait!
Oh, damn. Okay.
Who is doing this? Such a lust for revenge? Oh!
You're damn right there's a lust for revenge. So Mantis goes crazy for some reason, takes control of Sahelanthropus from what it seems like, and all hell breaks loose. Ooh, Ugh, missed the spot. So yeah, things were really going to be bad, as I'm facing Sahelanthropus face to face. Oh yeah. So I get it to be continued, and I was like, okay, maybe this is the end of the chapter. So I get my grade. I did terrible, okay? I know that. I admit it. I did bad because, of course, I didn't, restart any of the matches. I kept going through. So no reflex, no enemy combat alerts, 0 points. But I enjoyed this mission. Overall, it was, I think, one of the better missions where I'm sneaking around because there's a lot of security and all that. So overall, it was pretty cool. A lot of cutscenes, weird parts of me, riding with Skullface in the Jeep, and an awkward silence for like 3-4 minutes. But overall, pretty cool. Anyways, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more. I'm gonna see you guys in the next chapter. Peace.